Hello everyone, this is Monstertaming coming at you with another Kindred community newsletter. Starting with the newsletter from May 19th, 2023. To get things started, we've adjusted the foot IK to allow the human character to look more realistic and dynamic while walking and standing on slopes. When the feet collide with the surface, they'll know to stop, and connected joints will act accordingly. Here's a look before and after comparison. So yeah, there's a subtle difference, but if you're paying attention to the feet, you can definitely notice there is a difference. A lot less clipping and floating. So yeah, it's very nice. The line art and color are finished for North Star. Now it's time for the personality concepts. Briar Runner is finished concept art and is ready for modeling. Sunken Cell and Violet Fang are rigged, and we're currently working on starting animations for Briarheart and combat animations for Little Wink. Todd Walker has been implemented as a playable character. Pretty soon we'll have a lot of new kinfolk that need our current and that we need for our current internal milestone. So likely be fewer updates on kinfolk art in the future newsletters. On the human character side, Mr. Greencollar has a final 2D portrait. Our character modelers are working on multiple clothing sets for humans, townfolk, and PCs, and many other clothing sets and hairstyles currently in the rigging process. Also creating unique animations and hairstyles for elderly human NPCs. Without this, we feel like most of them just looked silver-haired teens from a distance. The player characters are newly polished crouching animations. This allows for much smoother sneaking mechanic than we had with the old placeholder animations. We're continuing to make progress on house models for the town, with 2 new exteriors nearly complete now. We're also in the process of making adjustments for the models for the boss room. Another big focus this sprint was the cooking animations and logic. When we see the player cooks food at camp, the pot over the fire will play short animations. Cooked food now calculate their flavor based on the ingredients used. Cooked food have their own primary effects, but now also take on the effects of any secondary ingredient used. The cooked food also systematically generates a minimalist description of all these effects combined together. This allows cooking recipes to be extremely flexible with secondary ingredients, so the food items can be cooked for different desired flavors or effects. Want some soup that heals more? Cook it with potatoes or tonics. Want a baked potato that heals and also cures burn, but you can folk like sweet food? Cook it with aloe and a sweet ingredient. We've added status immunity to work as an inventory item. Your inventory item effect, you're welcome. All of this sounds very interesting. I love hearing more about the cooking and everything. After finishing concept art for the biome we mentioned last time, we started concept art for a cinematic beginning of the game earlier this week. We also began the process of creating new animations and VFX specifically for other cinematic scenes towards the beginning of the game. We created VFX for multiple new abilities, and we're working on special SFX for both retrieving and losing soul flames. On the development side, we're largely focused on fixing bugs and adding polish instead of adding new features. The details are pretty minor and often tedious, so it makes for a shorter newsletter but a much better game. We're getting close to the end of a long backlog of bugs from our regression testing, and we've been making quick progress. Added a few more abilities. We only have 8 abilities left to code for this milestone, and we're working on melee attack tests. We refactored our items systems to greatly reduce code duplication and ease the process of creating new items for gatherables and cooking. And lastly, we have a little community tab. We're coming to the end of submission period to Kickstarter Taylor Reward, and there are 10 more days, or probably when you're watching this, about 8 more days. And you'll be reaching out to Taylor backers we haven't heard from to make sure you are closing eyes for submitting. Thanks for stopping by. See you on next newsletter on June 2nd. So yes, if you're a Taylor backer from the Kickstarter, join the Discord, get in contact with SM Andrew, check your email, check whatever contact information you gave them because you're running out of time and you do not want to miss that. And if you don't want it, then I'm sure there's somebody else who does. I think you can give your reward away if you decided you didn't want it yourself. But until next time, this is Monstertaming signing off. You have a wonderful day. Goodbye, God bless, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.